Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Jason Grenauer with the latest from Denver 7. Much of the Front Range in the northeastern plains is under a tornado watch right now and will be through late tonight. Already, we're seeing funnel clouds in Brighton and near Lock Buoy that have passed through the makings of tornadoes northeast of Fort Morgan, and rain and dark skies over Sterling. Meteorologist Stacey Donaldson is tracking it all. Stacey, we have a while to go before this bad weather is behind us.
We do, and we're still under a tornado watch until 9 o'clock tonight, and that does include the Denver metro area. It stretches all the way across northeastern Colorado. We've had reports of about 9 tornadoes or funnel clouds for this afternoon and this evening, and we're not quite done yet. We also expect snow here in the next 24 hours for the high country. Winter storm warning just west of Fort Collins in our northern mountains. Here for the rest of the high country, winter weather advisory tonight and tomorrow as well for up to 10 inches of snow. As for our 7-day forecast, we'll be in the 50s tomorrow, kind of a rainy, cool, soggy day. That's why our first alert action day continues tomorrow, so very different than what we've experienced the last few days. Then we start to warm it up Wednesday, back in the low 70s Thursday and Friday with a chance for scattered afternoon thunderstorms, and that's what we'll see into the weekend as well. But look how much warmer it'll be by Monday, 81 degrees.
Stacey, thank you. A Boulder attorney has become the latest person to die climbing Mount Everest. The Nepal Tourism Department says Chris Coolish scaled the peak on Monday, then died suddenly after descending from the summit. He is at least the 11th person to die on Everest this season. Tonight, the Denver Police Department are looking for a burglar who planned well but performed poorly. This guy broke into Mile High Comics over the weekend. He smashed showcases and snagged specific high-priced comics. He also managed to cut his hand in the process, so Denver police have DNA to work with in addition to that security footage. In all, the thief made off with 14 comic books. Combined value, more than $42,000. Meanwhile, tonight's entry into the Porch Pirate Hall of Shame has quick feet but little talent for avoiding suspicion. It's 6:30 on a Friday evening, and Mr. Mustache here decides his best course of action is to sprint up from Vrain Street, up a driveway, onto the porch, grab that package. Nothing strange about that, right? Well, investigators would love to get to know this thief a little bit better, so if you know who he is, give Denver police a ring. And if you have someone who needs shaming, send the video our way to contact7@thedenverchannel.com. The University of Colorado in Colorado Springs is defending itself tonight following revelations that it secretly photographed students. More than 1,000 people had their pictures taken without their permission. And Denver 7's Jennifer Kowaleski explains why it was being done and why privacy experts believe the university went too far.
Just about everywhere we go these days, Big Brother seems to be watching. But what about storing your image in a public database without your permission?
I think that there's a question whether that's right in the first place.
It started with these long-range surveillance cameras. Zoomed in on the west lawn of CU's campus in Colorado Springs, a public area with no real expectation of privacy. But what no one knew is they were secretly taking photos of more than 1,700 people, all to enhance facial recognition technology, software that can identify someone, in this case image 432, as the same person in the same location on 2 different days.
My biggest concern is just simply that they're gathering information about individuals without their permission.
Bernard Chow teaches technology and law at DU and practiced law in Silicon Valley for nearly 2 decades. He questions the ethics behind the project.
I think that our privacy is sort of ebbing away in ways that we should not be happy with. Now we have to be concerned about what kind of information people take, even if you're in public.
The research was conducted during the spring semesters of 2012 and 2013, with funding from several U.S. intelligence and military operations, including the Navy. A spokesperson for the university defended the project, writing in a statement, "The research protocol was analyzed by the UCCS Institutional Board, and no personal information was collected or distributed in this specific study." The university also waited 5 years to release the photos taken in public areas to protect student privacy.
That's even more concerning. I don't think they should be aware of that. You don't need to make them available publicly.
Chow also thinks the project unfairly assumes everyone is on board with facial recognition, a technology evolving rapidly and happening way more than we think.
The justification of improving something that we don't want is not necessarily a justification that all of us accept.
Jennifer Kowaleski, Denver 7.
Well, this has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thanks for joining us. Check back here a little bit later on tonight for another update and download that Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. I'm Jason Grenauer.